Welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at a vintage find. I guess it's vintage. I don't. What are the rules for vintage? I'm not entirely sure, but this one is a bag that I was looking for a while. Like, it was on my radar, and I think I always put it like, oh, I'll get it later, I'll get it later, I'll get it later. And then it was discontinued and it wasn't being manufactured anymore. And there weren't a whole lot of them on the pre-loved market, especially in the types of colors that I wanted. So the bag is the PICO. It's not quite closed, sorry. There it is. This is the PICO belt bag from Celine. Now, Celine had an interesting way of defining these bags. PICO was the smallest, and then you had Nano after that, and Nano was huge. I had a Nano for a while, and the Nano was quite large. Because this strap is very thin, that bag was difficult to carry simply because it really did kind of hurt your shoulder, and I ended up selling it and getting a really good price for it. But this little guy, I could not find for the longest time. And it wasn't like a constant search. It wasn't one of those things where I was always looking for it. It was just, if it crossed my mind, I was like, oh yeah. And when I would find them, they were really high priced and usually in the color gray. I'm not entirely sure why, but the majority of them on the secondhand market were gray. And I didn't want a gray one for some reason. I had the gray in the Nano size, and I didn't want gray. For whatever reason, I wanted a light color. I have a lot of darker colored bags. So, here's my Celine backpack. Oh, Celine and Celine. I didn't even realize I did that. But anyway, this bag was one that I actually was hunting for. And when this one came on the market, I snatched it up. So I just wanted to show you sort of what fits inside of it, just because I know that I personally thought it was a little bit bigger than it ended up being. It almost holds a little bit less, and I can do a comparison for you, than the Gucci mini bowler bag that I have. I feel like it holds a little bit less than that particular bag. So I really have to be strategic if I'm gonna, this is a planned bag. I have planned bags and I have unplanned bags. And planned bags are bags where I really have to reconfigure what I'm carrying, swap out a hand sanitizer, carry different sunglasses, and clean out the mini pochette. Now, I understand that there are people that are gonna say, just don't carry the mini pochette. Like, girl, find something else, do something else, don't carry the mini pochette. Several reasons why that just doesn't work for me. One is this bag has, regardless of it being completely closed, a really large gap over here on this side. So if you stop quickly, if you drop your bag, whatever the case may be, stuff can fall out of this right here. There are other pouches, I get that. Maybe there's a pouch that would fit a little bit better than the mini pochette, but that's what I use. So I feel like because everyone sort of knows the dimensions of the mini pochette, it makes it a lot easier for, like, in your brain, you can figure out if the stuff that you would want to put in a pouch or another pouch, comparable pouch, would fit. Another thing that makes it possibly a little bit more difficult for me is because I do have the giant iPhone. This is the 16 Pro Max. I will probably never have a regular size iPhone. It does fit in here quite easily. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but with the mini pochette, obviously, it requires a little bit more finagling. So when we look at my summer essentials, I would say mini pochette for sure. I have some sunglasses. These happen to be mirrored sunglasses, so I'm not going to show them. And hand sanitizer. This one will not fit. You have to go for the Bath & Body Works one. I have my card holder. This is a fairly small card holder, so we're good there. I have keys right now because we're cat sitting. I have extra keys. So normally I wouldn't have as many keys, but I might have work keys. So we're just gonna keep those keys the way they are. I need a lotion. This is not an essential. This is a C's Candy Lollipop. So we're just gonna put her off to the side because Could be an essential, but also could be something that I carry in my car, so might not need that. And then I have AirPods. Again, these could be replaced with wire headphones, so I'm gonna take these two things and I'm gonna put them out for a second. I'm just gonna place them off to the side. And then I have, at the moment, 3 lip products, which is not a lot compared to, you know, many people. I have this one by Too Faced. This is the, I can't read it because I don't have glasses on, Kissing Juicy Tint. I have a Burt's Bees with SPF, and I have a Glowy Balm. I think this is Blueberry. Anyway, for right now, I'll just put them over here. Let's check out the mini pochette and see if there's anything in here that we could potentially get rid of and free up some space for some other things before we try to cram it in there. I don't think there's anything that's really in here. Okay, so the mini pochette is, well, it has my glasses in there, eye drops, nail glue, because evidently Gel-X can also break. You don't have nails to pop on. If they do, I've got some Band-Aids, eyeliner. This is all essential stuff. So we're not gonna get rid of anything in here, but we're gonna place it in here. So my phone is in there now, but I think what I'm gonna do is take my phone out for the moment. And here goes the mini pochette. And the mini pochette is going in. There it is. And it fits quite nicely, guys. Like, no big deal, no problem. And like I said, I just don't like that. It's at the desk. I don't like that idea of my stuff being able to fly out. And if it was, you know, there are so many times when in a moment's notice, my family's like, let's go to the beach. Well, I'm not gonna carry this bag to the beach. Like, I don't wanna do that. I have to take my stuff out. And if I have a whole bunch of little things in there, then it's not gonna come out, right? So I have the mini pochette in there, and then my wallet, the keys, and let's just say the lip balm would be the other essential. So if that's all you need, right? If you're not gonna carry the hand sanitizer, or you have like a smaller hand sanitizer, oh, I need sunglasses. Sunglasses go in the front there. Then the only thing that I'm really missing is my giant phone. So the phone fits pretty easily right here. Oops, the sunglasses sort of fell down to the front. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it in frame at the same time. It's like, all right. There we go. So now we have the phone in there as well, and the sunglasses go in the front. That would be essentially like my absolute minimum carry, right? I could say that I have lotion in the car. I could put hand sanitizer in the car. Could I fit the lotion in there? I mean, I could, couldn't I? Yeah. I could put the, never mind. I can put the lotion at the top, and I'm telling you, there's enough room for like a Bath and Body Works hand sanitizer, just not a, whatchamacallit, just not a Touchland. Oh, wait, am I wrong? Oh, I'm wrong. The Touchland hand sanitizer went in. Oh, that's crazy. I don't think I put it in there, but, oh, does it close? Well, no. It doesn't close. Like, I guess if you wanted it to close, that would be a totally different situation. You would have to pick the other hand sanitizer, right? Or just take out the lotion, or, you know, you can, it's very personal. I feel like what you carry in your bag is very personal. So let's just assume that I took both of those things out, and I decided that I could keep them in my car because it's California and we keep things in our car. There we go. We have it all in there. So that realistically is what I would carry. There is room over here in that little area. Could I stick this cute little lip balm over there? Yes, but it might fall out. Not gonna lie. It's, oh, actually, there. There you go. Now you have another little, can you see it? There it is. Now you have another little lip balm over there. I have a black honey lip balm in here, so I don't know that I would, in my mini pochette. maybe I could stick the lotion over here. Oh, there's the lotion. And these are pretty small sunglasses, but they actually aren't my smallest sunglasses, to be honest. I have another pair of sunglasses that are a little bit smaller. The lotion actually is, oops, the lotion is hanging out over here at the side. You can see it right there. So if you were a different person, if you're a different person than me and you just want to carry basic essentials and not the mini pochette, I get that. I wouldn't want to put my glasses just in there. Actually, I could also put the lotion at the very top of the mini pochette and just leave the mini pochette open, right? I don't know if you've ever seen people do that, but I've done that in other smaller bags. That might be something to do. See? And then it's just resting along the top there, and ta-da! There she is. So I'm really happy with this bag. It's just, it holds less than I thought it was going to hold. In reality, my essentials are covered. I'm not disappointed. I totally would take this bag places. I love the look of her. I love the feel of her. I think it's a wise, if you can find, if this bag was on your radar and you can find one pre-loved, because like I said, they don't make them anymore, I would snatch it up. If you like gray, you might be able to find a few out there. The price range for this that I've seen on the secondhand market is anywhere between, the cheapest one I've seen is about $1,300, and the majority of them are in the $1,600 and $1,700 range, which is really interesting because I think this bag didn't retail for that much when it was new. So some things go up in value. Now, how much is the person selling it getting? I don't know. I know I've sort of figured out if you're going with, if you are like Fashion File, you're getting about 50% of what they're gonna charge for it. So if you're selling a $1,400 bag, if the bag is worth $1,400, they're gonna give you about $700, and then they're gonna mark up that bag to about $1,800 or $1,900. So you're getting like half of the actual value of it, not half what they're gonna sell it for necessarily. So I don't know how much, if you were looking to sell one of these bags, I don't know how much you could sell it for. I just know on the pre-loved market, this is what they seem to be going for if you were to purchase them. So, I mean, it is an investment. I am very happy with this. I think it's I am thrilled with my purchase. It is not an everyday bag for me, clearly, and it is not a active bag. It is quite weighty. It's leather, right? It's quite weighty in the sense of I wouldn't go run a marathon with it. I only say that because I'm not kidding. I ran something like, how far did I run? 7 miles? Holding the pochette accessory shoulder bag once. So I didn't start a marathon with a bag, but what happened was my friend was running a full marathon and we were supporting her and cheering her on. And I don't know what that noise was. I don't know what my daughter's doing. That's kind of scary. There's some squeaking noises coming from the other room. Anyway, she was running a marathon and there were like 4 or 5 of us, and we split up her run into different segments to like run alongside of her. And so when it became my turn, and I don't think that we intended to do that. Like, we came to cheer her on, and then she just needed a little extra help, little push, right? Like, little friend to run beside her. And I had my stuff in the bag as a really tiny bag. And at that point, she wasn't going very fast. And so I just happened, like, I ran with the bag about 6 or 7 miles with the little bag on my shoulder. Ran right alongside of her, and in the pictures that we took, like, I'm actually holding the bag, like, I I did it with the bag. And other friends were like, do you want me to hold that for you? I'm like, no, it's really lightweight. It's totally fine. It had my phone, it had Band-Aids, like it had things that I thought I might need along the journey. So I was like, well, no, I think I'm just gonna keep it with me because I don't wanna hold my phone. And anyway, the point is I actually ran part of a marathon with a bag. So this I would have been like, here, hold this for me. I would not have even attempted to go because it is definitely, it has some like muscle power behind it. She's a little bit sturdy. Can't fit my camera, either camera, any camera that I have. I have 3. I don't fit any of my cameras in there. I can't fit, well, like the rest of this essentials, like I'm saying, like this is just definitely like we're going out to dinner, which we never do. But anyway, we're gonna go walk down to the beach, but just like to have a coffee. I'm gonna go, I would even take this shopping. Like if my daughter and I went shopping and I knew that we were gonna be out for the day, I would totally feel comfortable with this bag. So as my daughter gets older, I feel like I can invest in some bags that aren't as active, even though tomorrow I'm clearly taking an active bag. So if you can get your hands on one of these, I just wanted to share with you that I personally think this is a very worthy investment. I love it. I'm gonna hold on to this bag probably forever because it's very unique and it's cute. It's very streamlined. I have in my collection now what I would consider 4 extreme mini bags. This would be one of them. I can do a comparison between all of them, and they're all very different mini bags in the sense that you use them for different things. But out of that whole mini bag group, I feel like this one is not just the most versatile because you can take the straps off. So you can use it as just a top handle, or you can have the straps. It's also the largest and most functional. The Gucci one is a close second, but this one definitely. So this is the Celine, this is the PICO. Don't get it confused with the Nano, because Nano sounds really tiny, but it is not. This is the PICO belt bag from Celine.